So I'm super happy that you accepted the invitation because when I look through your story and so on, men don't like to talk about their feelings and their stories and stuff like that. And I work with a lot of men, and that typically is the area that is the problem. So you're like, here's the poster child of what you need to do.
Well, I've not been called that very many times, Debbie. Usually it's here's the poster child for what not to do. So I'm glad I can help somebody out.
Yeah, well, it's that you have the experience. You've got your story and everything, and then it makes it easier to relate to other people because you share that. One of my coaches is he's a former FBI agent, and he coaches men who have been in toxic relationships,
Mhm.
but they are relationships where there has been emotional abuse.
Mhm.
And it's an area you're probably aware of that about 60% of men have been subjected to emotional abuse by women. And I happen to have a son who was not only emotionally abused, but also physically abused by his second ex-wife. But there's a whole you can see the pattern in there and so on. But it's fascinating because this friend of mine who's on his pictures and his business is called Mind Medic Coaching because coming from the FBI, that he was on deployment teams where they were always dealing with chaos and crisis. And yet, even though he had all the physical equipment to be able to deal with that, that actually became a huge risk when he went home because he had guns and stuff, and his wife, yeah, a very extreme case.